In my younger years, my father told me,
whenever you feel like criticizing anyone,
he told me,
just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had.
So Nick, I hear you live in Mustang.
yeah, but I don't live near anybody.
Oh, but you must know Gatsby.
Gatsby? What Gatsby?
Phone call for you, sir.
The Gatsby you speak of is my neighbor.
Shh, I want to hear what happens.
Something's happening?
You don't know?
Know what?
Tom's got a woman in New York.
Got a woman?
Yeah, he's on the phone with her right now. We don't know each other very well.
Jordan's going to be playing a tournament tomorrow.
Oh, you're Jordan, the golfer!
Good night, Nick.
She's a nice girl.
I suppose. I've only been drunk twice in my life, and the second time was that afternoon, so everything that happened had a dim, hasty cast over it.
So, Nick, I heard you live in Long Island?
I live in West Egg.
Oh, really? I was down there at the party of Gatsby, you know?
Yeah, I live right next door to him.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Hey, Tom, how are you and Daisy?
You don't have the right to mention her name.
Daisy, I can mention her name as much as I want.
Then there were bloody towels upon the bathroom floor, and women's voices scolding, and a high over the confusion, a long broken wail of pain. Here I was, in the house of the Great Gatsby, but the host of this party was nowhere to be found. Suddenly, I noticed a friendly face.
Oh, I thought I see you here.
Hey there, old sport. You look familiar. Were you in the war?
Yeah, the 9th Battalion.
I just got a new car. Would you like to go on a joyride with me?
Sure. What time?
Anytime. What suits you best?
I'm looking for a man named Gatsby right now.
I'm Gatsby.
No way! I had no idea, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I graduated Oxford.
For a moment I suspected he was pulling my leg, but a glance at him convinced me otherwise.
Look, here, old sport. What is your opinion of me anyhow?
The question overwhelmed me. Before I could answer, he interrupted me.
When my family all died, I came into a good dealing.
Oh no, the cops.
Don't worry, I got this.
Do you know how fast you were going, sir? Oh, excuse me, Mr. Gatsby. What happened again?
Hi, I'd like you to meet Mr. Wolshim.
Nice to meet you again, Mr. Gatsby.
Likewise.
It's a nice restaurant here.
Yeah, but you probably like the one across the way a little better.
Ah, yes. Hot and small, but filled with memories. What did you say your name was again?
I didn't.
This is Nick.
Yes, and I understand you're looking for a job, Nick.
What?
No, this isn't the man.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I had the wrong man.
Don't worry about it.
That's my phone. Oh, I have to take this. Sorry, I'll be right back.
This is one of his sentimental days.
Who is he, anyhow?
He's a gambler. He fixed the World Cup in 1919.
You're joking.
Sometimes I wish I was.
Oh, sorry about that.
Come, sit with us.
Oh, I'm afraid I have to take my leave again. It was nice to see you guys. Do the calls.
Why isn't he in jail?
He's smarter than he looks.
Nick, where have you been? Daisy's been pissed that you haven't called her yet.
Tom, this is Gatsby.
Yeah, but seriously, where have you been?
Eating dinner with Gatsby. I turned toward Mr. Gatsby, but he was no longer there. I called Daisy from the office and invited her over to my house for some tea. Don't bring your husband. The following day came upon us as a hit to the face. The thick layer of silence between me and Gatsby was suddenly broken by a knocking on my front door.
Sorry I'm late.
Remember me?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in several years.
5 years.
And with Gatsby's answer, the awkwardness came strolling in. I had to leave. When I went outside the next day, I noticed Tom talking to Gatsby.
We've met before, Mr. Buchanan.
Oh, yes, I remember it. Very well.
He obviously didn't remember.
At the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were with Nick.
I know your wife.
Oh, do you live near here, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Next door? Something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You live next
Okay.
door.
I'm having a party later, and you guys are invited.
Cool, man.
Tom, why don't you bring Daisy?
Yep. I'm sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. Cool. Very cool. Do you mind if I eat over there with some other people?
I don't care.
Thanks, babe.
I think I'll join him.
So who's this Gatsby character anyway? Some sort of bootlegger?
Who said that?
No one. I imagined it.
Well, you're wrong.
Whatever.
I stayed late that night. Gatsby asked me to wait until he was free.
She hated it.
What? No, she loved
She didn't have a good time.
it. Gatsby.
It's hard for me to make her understand. All I just want is her to go to Tom and say I never loved you.
Can't repeat the past, Gatsby.
Yes, you can, and I will.
Gatsby stood in the center of the room and gazed around with fascinating eyes. Daisy watched him and laughed, her sweet, exciting laugh.
Make us a cold drink, Tom.
As he left the room, Daisy got up and hugged Gatsby.
You know I love you.
Oh, I forgot to ask. What kind of drinks do you guys want?
Who wants to go to town?
Sure.
I have to go to the bathroom.
That man must think we're pretty dumb. He thinks he's got us all figured out, but not me.
What are you talking about?
I made an investigation on that man.
About Gatsby?
No, about Nick. Of course about Gatsby, you dumb cow.
What's your problem?
That man didn't go to Oxford.
Well, if you hate him so much, why did you invite him to lunch?
I didn't. Daisy did. What are we doing here? I thought we were going to go see a movie.
Nice restaurant.
I agree.
May I ask you a question, Mr. Gatsby?
Sure.
What kind of row are you trying to cause in my household?
Row?
He isn't causing a row. You are.
So-
Have some self-control.
Self-control? I guess the latest thing is to just let Mr. Nobody from nowhere town sleep with your wife.
Oh, shut up, Tom.
No, you shut up, whore!
You know I've had about enough of this old sport.
You got something to say, rich guy?
Matter of fact, I do. Your wife has never loved you. She loves me.
You must be crazy.
The only reason she married you is because she got tired of waiting for me to come back.
Daisy?
The last time I saw him was 5 years ago. We both loved each other then.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
It's the truth.
It's a goddamn lie is what it is. Daisy loved me when we got married, and she loves me now.
Nope.
There are things between Daisy and me that you'll never know. Things that neither of us can forget.
Tell him, Daisy. Tell him the truth. You've never loved him.
I can't.
What?
We should leave the restaurant.
Daisy's leaving you, Tom.
Nonsense.
I am.
What are you saying? You're leaving me for a common swindler? It's like I don't even know you anymore.
It's over, old sport.
Don't call me old sport.
Daisy and Gatsby left the restaurant without a word, napped out like ghosts. I decided to walk home. The next day, I noticed an accident had occurred. What happened?
Car hit her. Instantly killed.
Her?
A Mrs. Wilson, Myrtle Wilson, according to her ID.
Oh my god, do you know who did it?
No, not yet. We do have some eyewitnesses, though. Bastard didn't even slow down.
The description of the car the policeman gave me was shockingly similar to the car we drove in yesterday.
I'm sorry to hear about your wife.
I can't believe she's gone. Dead. Killed by careless driver, forever gone in the void.
I know who did this, Wilson.
What?
I know who murdered your wife yesterday.
Murder? So it wasn't an accident?
It was Gatsby.
The rich guy?
Rich people do this all the time. They think they can get away with anything. Not this time, though, right, Wilson?
You're right.
It's time to show Mr. Gatsby that he's not above the law.
Should go away for a while.
Oh, no, I can't leave Daisy.
You can take her with you.
I suppose.
I'll go talk to her while you pack, man.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
See you later.
Goodbye. Hey, have we met?
After 2 years, I remember the rest of that day, and that night, and the next day, only as an endless drill of police and photographers and newspaper men in and out of Gatsby's front door. Daisy and Tom moved away, no one knows where, and as for me and Jordan, we grew apart. Life's funny that way, I suppose. We beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.
This is what you get.